Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wellness Wednesday walk. Wednesday Wellness Walk? Wellness Walk with Dr. Nicole. We are here today live from my car. Not live, this is being recorded. Whatever. I have restarted this video too many times because the wind was going crazy and then I couldn't think of what I wanted to talk about. So here we are talking about perfectionism and how we are holding ourselves back when we have our perfectionist tendencies and let them run the show. In news no one will find surprising, I suffer from perfectionism, and I hold myself back all the time from putting stuff out there to reach more people, to help more people, because I think it's not good enough. And I want to continuously tweak things and I want to make them better. And this is something that I'm working through and trying to do my videos even in fewer cuts because I want to be present. I want to show up on a different level than I have before. And that's scary to me because my perfectionist tendencies tell me that that is not okay and that I will receive a lot of criticism if I don't put out a perfect video, a perfect post, all kinds of things. And I'm here today to say that that's not true. Perfection is a myth and it is an anxiety response. It is a conditioned belief that we have probably held throughout our entire lives. Most of us who are perfectionists as kids, it was taught to us unintentionally that things had to be perfect in order to get approval, in order to feel worthy, in order to get love and affection a lot of the times. If it wasn't done right, you're going to do it again, and you're going to get criticized until it's perfect. Sound familiar to anyone? I know I'm not the only one out there with this problem, and I'm hoping to shed some light on it today and help people work through it. So in my experience, perfectionism is a way to keep us safe. It is a way to prevent criticism from the outside world, from anyone around us. It is a way to delay that feeling of vulnerability, of putting yourself out there, of, making real change in your life. And that's something that I am now here for front and center, because I am here to take massive action and to make changes in my own life and to help other people work through their own stuff that's holding them back. Because I know a lot of you have dreams and aspirations and that sort of tug from your soul that is telling you that there's something more out there for you. And perfectionism is a way to hide from that because it's unfamiliar, because we don't know what's going to happen, because we're scared. Basically, perfectionism is a way to hide yourself and to stay in a small space. And that's no fun. Because you will spend all of your time making something perfect because in your head you're not worthy unless it's perfect. And you won't be able to get your ideas out there. You won't be able to reach people that need your help now. And I have had such an enormous response for some of the videos that I've put out, especially on TikTok, that I am amazed at what's happened for me, and it's terrifying. So what did I do? I immediately stopped putting more videos out there. I'm scared of really stepping into my power, and that's just kind of crap. Perfectionism is a form of insecurity. It's a form of protection of yourself. It's a form of hiding yourself and shielding yourself from criticism from the outside world. But also it's a way that you spend criticizing yourself instead. So what if you could shift that self-talk that you have away from the perfectionist tendencies? What if you could let that go? What if you could just show up and not be afraid of putting something out there that is not perfect, because I have a feeling I'm going to do that today, and I'm already a little nervous about it, and I want to spend an hour and a half editing this video that's only a few minutes long, because I want it to be perfect. I want it to be on point. I want it to not show my flaws. But guess what? My flaws are what makes me human. My flaws are what helps me to learn. It's hard going through this inner work and realizing these things about yourself. And that's why I started doing what I'm doing, because I have gone through a lot of these realizations myself. And I am here to help. I'm here to help people heal. I'm here to help people understand themselves better and not hold themselves back. Because that's where I was when I started my journey, is I knew I was holding myself back, but I just had no idea how much that was true. Woo! Perfectionism is the perfect way to stay stuck in your life. Period. Because if you can't put anything out there, if you can't make changes that aren't perfect, you will stay exactly where you are. Is that what you want? Because it's not what I want. I want to do bigger and better things. I want to be able to help people work through their own issues, to reduce their stress, to enhance their lives, to really move forward with what their soul is calling for. Hello? Let's do it. And it's really only when we allow ourselves to be imperfect where there is magic that happens, where you can show up and show people that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn. And it's the mistakes that we learn the most from, because if we do everything perfectly, like, just imagine a world where everything was perfect. Like, just close your eyes for a second and think about if everything happened perfectly and everyone learned everything the first time exactly right. There were no mistakes made. What would that feel like? To me, it feels boring and cold, sterile. I want fun and laughter and joy to be in my life, and that means that there has to be imperfection. There has to be mistakes that are made. There has to be growth and inspiration. That feels much better to me than staying in this place of anxiety and hoping that I'll never be criticized. Because that's not true. I'll do that myself if nobody else is doing it for me. And I'm starting to learn to get over that. I'm changing my inner talk, my self-talk, to be more positive, to be truthful. Because perfect is not the truth. There are imperfections in all of us. And when we allow for ourselves to be imperfect, and when we show that to the world, it somehow allows everybody else to also live in their imperfect lives, in their imperfect selves. That's all we have, is ourselves, our own heads. We're the only ones that we have to deal with every single day. You'll never escape your own mind. So let it go, or try. If you need help, let me know. I would love to be able to help people through this and start to let go of their perfectionism, because I think that by helping other people, I will also learn to let go of that perfectionism. And I just have to be brave enough to believe that it's worth it. Because you guys are worth it. You guys are worth me showing up every week, even though I don't want to, even though I could make 1,000 excuses why I don't want to. But I am here to make a change in the world. I am here to call out our brains for being jerks to us. Honestly, that's what I'm here for. Every day I'll show up for that. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I'll see you next week.